I'd like to stand on all existing protocols and honor everyone on the high table. And I'd also like to honor everyone seated. Thank you for being a part of this, and thank you for the good work you've been doing in the pharmaceutical industry. I think you're the real MVPs. Can you put your hands together for yourself? It's not easy to safeguard the lives of people, always been there to provide patients' health and safety. So that's a good job. So today we'll be talking about enhancing operational efficiency and business growth with blockchain and end-to-end traceability solutions in the pharmaceutical industry. Outstanding. Okay, so Madam Christine has done a good job in really talking about the GS1 standard, and I think it's about time we talk about the benefits of actually implementing the solution. Because a lot of times when importers, distributors, or even manufacturers think about the NAFTA policy, they think about it from the cost aspect. But the truth is, when you actually sit down and do a cost-benefit analysis, you will find that the benefits of actually implementing this solution actually surpasses the cost that is involved in doing it. So, next slide, please. So, a brief definition of track and trace, which we already know. So, anything that has to do with monitoring and documenting the journey of a product from the point of manufacture to the point where the product is consumed. That is what track and trace is in very simple terms. And there are actually activities that happen at those various points where these activities are, where this product actually move. Now, that process of actually storing the information and recording the activities and the actions that take place as the products move from point A to point B to point C is actually what blockchain technology does. It helps to actually create that record and store information about the activities that actually goes on as the product moves from one point to the other. Next slide, please. So in talking about the benefits of blockchain and end-to-end traceability solution, there are various benefits to various stakeholders. One of the benefits is it enhances your supply chain visibility and transparency. It also helps to reduce counterfeiting and fraud. Another benefit is it streamlines compliance and regulatory reporting, and we also have been able to recall your products easily in the case of any challenges. It improves your inventory management for those of us that are distributors in the house, and it also helps with data integrity and security. Another benefit is faster and more accurate recall, audits, enhanced collaboration and trust, data-driven decision making, and market expansion and competitive advantage. So we'll take them one after the other in the next 10 minutes and really help us to understand the benefits of actually implementing the solution. Next slide, please. So when we talk about enhancing supply chain visibility, we found that in speaking to stakeholders in the pharma industries, we found that one of the challenges they've always had is being able to actually pinpoint the exact locations where their product has actually been to. But with the implementation of the track and trace solution that NAFTA has actually, put together to actually better the operation of pharma industries, what it helps to do is it gives you that visibility. So gone are the days where you would actually send your product out, a distributor comes to pick them, and the marketer buys them, and it goes to retail pharmacy, and then you don't even know where it has actually gotten to in the country. Those days are over. With the implementation of track and trace, you can easily, efficiently, and effectively pinpoint and actually know the parts and the points where your products are. You can actually know the location where they've gone to. You can actually know who is handling it at that point and get to see the visibility as the product moves. And that's one of the benefits for manufacturers. If you're a marketer, you can now give your customers better customer service, because there are also challenges where marketers are always telling their customers, will deliver this product to you on a certain day, because they are not even sure when the product are going to actually get to them. Now, with the improved visibility and transparency and data sharing, you can actually know when the product will be shipped to your customers, and when you tell them if they are getting it in 1 week time, they can actually get it in that time. Why? Because you're now able to see where the product are actually going to. And for distributors, they can accurately track the status of their inventory. and you can make informed decisions about your product distribution and also for promotion. Next slide, please. For reducing counterfeiting and fraud, we've heard about falsifying medicine, and it's a menace that has actually plagued our continent for a long time. What track and trace solution has come to do is to reduce and eliminate that menace of counterfeiting. There's a saying that prevention is better than cure. We don't need to wait until products are being counterfeited or you're losing market share before we actually know that this is a solution that has to be implemented. Because one thing I found out is that doing damage control is actually more costly than implementing a solution that's actually going to help protect your market share. And the benefit is, it ensures patient safety and it protects market share, and also it enables trust. So when people know that your product is a good product and that your product is not the kind of product that is being counterfeited, because of your commitment to safeguarding your product, they trust your brand and they want to patronize you. Next slide, please. Streamline compliance and regulatory reporting. So what this solution does is that NAFDAC requires that every product that is entering into the country, that is being imported into the country, and even products that are being manufactured in the country, they are able to get data and information about that product. As it moves from this particular point to another point, they want to be able to get that data in their national repository. So what the solution helps to do is that it helps you to actually streamline that compliance and reporting to ensure that your people do not have to go through the stress of having to worry. As you're scanning the products as they go out from your company or from the manufacturing point to the warehouse or the distributor, NAFDAC is also getting that data in your national repository. And what it helps is that it reduces the administrative risk that is associated with non-compliance. Because the truth is, track and trace is here to stay. And there's been a lot of conversation about it. There's no going back on it. And there's going to be heavy fines. I'm not saying this to scare anybody. So one thing that this solution can do is to help reduce that administrative risk that is associated with non-compliance. And it also simplifies reporting, it saves time, and it also saves resources. Next slide, please. Efficient recall management. There was an issue with a brand we consulted for some time ago, and one of the challenges they had was with one of their brands. There was an issue with the brand, and one thing that helped them was because when we activate products for them, we actually activate with the batch number, and they were able to use the batch to actually dictate the location where this product were coming from, or where this product has been. So one thing that efficient recall, one thing that traceability would actually do to enhance your operation is it helps you to easily recall products. So if you find that the product is, there's an issue with the product, you can easily isolate that batch because now you know where the products are. You can easily isolate the batch and recall them faster because you know the exact point where that product is. You know the distributor or the marketer or the retail pharmacy where the product has been, and you can easily recall those products faster. And it also minimizes financial loss and protects patient health, which is very important. Improve inventory management. I was speaking with the clients last week, and one of the challenges they've always had is this, paper documentation of stock keeping. Stock keeping, stock out, and all of that. So the traditional way of doing things, what the solution actually helps to do is, it helps to automate your process. So you no longer have to worry about manually doing things. With track and trace solution, you can easily automate your stock count and actually manage your inventory better. And you can also track your inventory in real time. For those that are distributors, you can actually do that in real time, even manufacturers also. And it also helps you to prevent overstocking and stock out. Another benefit is it lowers your carrying cost. Okay, data integrity and security. Now, we all know that the pharmaceutical industry is an industry that requires high standard and integrity. And what the track and trace solution, the benefit it will help you to get is it actually helps to secure your data. So if you have like a new formulation of products you're trying to formulate for a new product range or for a new medication or clinical trials, whatever it is, with this solution, in line with the blockchain aspect of it, you can actually secure those clinical tests and trials, and even patient records of your database, your distributors, your marketers. You can actually protect this data more securely with the solution. Next slide, please. Faster and more accurate audits. So have you ever had the challenge of recording how many products you actually sell to distributor A, how many products went to distributor B, and how many actually went to this particular marketer? Now, it's a cumbersome process, having to manually do all of these things, having to have like a very big log of book where you actually write this. But with this solution, you can make faster and more accurate audits, because at the point where your products are manufactured and they are being scanned in and being shipped out, when the distributor or the person that is being sent to also receives it, as they also scan to confirm they received the product was shipped to them, all of this data is automatically documented on the track and trace platform that we provided to you. And by so doing, you can easily audit your product. Now you know where this particular product went to and how many have been shipped out. You know where this other product went to and how many have been shipped out. And it makes auditing of your product at the end of the month, or at the end of the quarter, or at the end of the year. It makes it very easy and also very simplified. And okay, previous slide please. And another benefit it does is it reduces that burden on businesses. Next slide please. Enhance collaboration and trust. We've had that a lot of the challenges we've had in Africa, even in the Nigerian pharma spaces, that we have a fragmented pharmaceutical supply chain, in the sense that there is no data sharing, and we don't really experience a lot of enough collaboration between various stakeholders. But what this solution will do is it will actually enhance efficient and transparent collaboration between various pharma companies, suppliers, and even regulators. And it will also encourage and enable information sharing, leading to better decision making and also streamlined operations. Next slide please. Data-driven decision making. Now this is where it gets interesting. Now, have you ever wondered why the big brands and the big companies overseas are actually breaking new frontiers and expanding their market share? It is because they take data very seriously. So you find that by taking data seriously, they are actually able to understand their buyer behavior. They understand the feedback from their buyers. Why do they like their products? Why do they purchase their products? What is their spending or earning capacity? And also, what is the feedback about their products? Now, with this data, they can also be able to identify bottlenecks and areas of improvement. Now, say for instance, now you have a product that you find that there's a particular season of the month where that product is in high demand. Now, with the track and trace solution and with the data collection and processing capabilities that it comes with, you can easily find that by the next season or the next year, you need to produce more of this product in a particular month. Why? Because from historical data, you've been able to find that in the previous season, you sold more at a particular time. So what that is able to do in essence is that it is able to actually help you to make informed decisions and to improve and optimize your process. Next slide, please. Market expansion and competitive advantage. Now, when you actually do this, like I said, if you actually sit down to do a cost-benefit analysis, you find that there is more benefit in actually implementing this than the cost involved. You will give a competitive edge over your competitors, and you will also expand your market share. Now, we spoke to a particular manufacturer that reached out to us. Now, we've been trying to get them for a while, but they tell us they're not ready. Now, they lost a particular deal with a donor agency that wanted to do something with them. And the reason why they lost that was because they were not currently implementing track and trace. So if they had done that, they would have actually gotten that deal and actually expanded that particular operation to neighboring African countries. So because they lost that, they have to come. So these are the kind of edge you can get in terms of international market expansion. Because of the track and trace implementation, you are able to attract donor funds and granting. Next slide, please. So how do you implement it? Briefly, there are 3 things you can actually do it. Solution providers can actually implement this for you by connecting via API access. If you already have the serial codes on your product, we can do API integration for you and ERP integrations by providing you, machines or integrating with your existing lines to actually serialize those batch as they are moving on your production line. Another way, which is very cost efficient and less costly, is by utilizing mobile Zebra printers. You print those serialized codes out, just like you have in your mass label, and then you can manually apply them to your products and also scan them out. And next slide. So the accredited solution providers for track and trace, we have 4. At the moment, there are 4 providers that have been accredited by GS1 and NAFDAC. We have CHEKKIT, we have MSP Mandras Newsoft, we have Sproxdale, and then we also have AfriHealth. And last slide, please. So, in conclusion, I want us to go home with the thoughts, or with just this, that the benefit of actually implementing track and trace solution for your business actually outweighs the cost that it comes with. And when you do this, you can enhance your business operation, you can increase your sales, you can increase your market share, and you can gain a competitive edge by implementing that. Thank you very much, and we'll talk about it.
Thank you very much.